Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to another Bundesliga match week video, which is now match week number 5 of the 21-22 Bundesliga season. Let's have a quick look how everyone did in match week number 4. I got 4 out of 9, which is not good, it's not bad, it's just average in all honesty. As well, the hat. This lovely fella, he got 3. 3. So let's go through everyone's scores and see. There were 3 people that were actually beaten by the hat this week, or last week, I should say. Nippon, yeah, I'm afraid it wasn't a great week for you, I'm afraid, mate. 2 points for you. Chris Welsh, 2. Antonio, I believe in match week 3 you were one of the highest scorers, so it was a bit of a tricky week. Yeah, you got 7 in the last week, so yeah, 2 points this week. Well, not great. As well, Sean Brennan drew with the hat. He got 3, and then the hat got 3, as I've said. Now the people who got 4. Me, I got 4. Johnny, nice to see you back in here, mate. 4. Reese, 4. Galaxy, 4. And Shane on 4. And then there were a couple of people who got 5, and then there were 2 people that got 6. As well. So JB got 5, Sportcat1 got 5, Hassan Ali got 5, James Dunlop got 5, Helen Rabel got 5, and the 2 people who got 6, the Asian Sensational FC, very, very well done to you, and Lanzo. I think that's 2 weeks in a row now that you've been top scorer, so very, very well done in all honesty. So we move into Bundesliga match week 5, and there is a Friday night game, so get your predictions in the comment section down below before the Friday games as well. And I just have realised that I haven't actually written the hat. So there we go. So the first game to preview and predict, and there's only been 2 meetings between these two in the Bundesliga. It is Hertha Berlin against Greuther Fürth, and it's 2 wins to Berlin, and the last result was a 2-0 win to Hertha Berlin. Hertha Berlin getting a very, very good 3-1 win over Bochum, a win that was needed, to be honest with you. I think people had probably predicted Bochum to potentially, beat Hertha. I know there were a couple of people actually that predicted Bochum. Myself predicted Bochum to beat Hertha Berlin, but to be fair, Hertha Berlin played very, very well. A 3-1 win, and it was a really, really good performance. Greuther Fürth, on the other hand, it's another home game where they've not won, and you have to start fearing for them. You do actually have to start fearing for them, don't you? A 2-0 defeat to, well, the runaway leaders, really, in Wolfsburg. So I have to say, it was a very, very good win for Wolfsburg over Greuther Fürth. So how do I see this one going? I can only really see Hertha Berlin winning this one, to be honest. I really, really can. I think Hertha Berlin will be too strong for Greuther Fürth. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Hertha. I think Greuther Fürth are... I think the writing's on the wall, unfortunately. It's just looking a little... I mean, if they can get a win, that would be absolutely fantastic. But Hertha, in the Olympic Stadion, are a different matter altogether. So I think Hertha Berlin will win by 2-0. Arminia Bielefeld against Hoffenheim. 2 wins to Hoffenheim and 2 draws. The last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Bielefeld managed to... Bielefeld... They were 1-1 for a long time against Borussia Mönchengladbach, and then two late goals for Mönchengladbach managed to get a 3-1 win against Bielefeld. But to be fair, Bielefeld are actually playing well. They're just not getting the results, unfortunately. And they are playing a Hoffenheim side who, I have to say, lost 2-1 to Mainz, and that was a surprising result, I would have to say, as well. But I look at these two, and Hoffenheim have started the season really, really well. As I've said, Arminia Bielefeld are playing well. They're just not getting the results. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Hoffenheim. I think This is a tough one to call. It could easily end up in a draw, as I've said. It could easily end up in a draw. But I've got a feeling that Hoffenheim will win this one by a goal to 0. And now we have Augsburg against Borussia Mönchengladbach. 3 wins to Borussia Mönchengladbach, 1 win to Augsburg and 1 draw in the last 5 meetings. The last result was a 3-1 win to Augsburg. Very interesting stuff indeed. Augsburg getting a 0-0 with Union Berlin. Good result. Very, very good result for them as well, because Union Berlin have been absolutely flying on all cylinders. But it was a game where, I think Berlin cancelled Augsburg out. I think Augsburg cancelled Union Berlin out as well. So it was a good 0-0, I'd have to say, for that one. Borussia Mönchengladbach, we're finally off the mark with a 3-1 win over Arminia Bielefeld. It wasn't a good performance, let's put it that way, but getting the win is much needed, and I do think that win can take us into the next game. And I'm going to be honest, I can't see anything other than a Borussia Mönchengladbach win. I'm going to Augsburg 0, Mönchengladbach 2. I think Mönchengladbach will get another win, and that would be very, very pleasing on the eye. And now we have probably a home banker in this one. It's Bayern versus Bochum. 5 wins to Munich in the last 5 meetings. The last result was a 3-1 win to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich showing their absolute class against Leipzig. Musiala is some player. He is some player. I know Lewandowski will get the headlines. I know Leroy Sané will get the headlines as well. But this Musiala, he's just getting from strength to strength. They are playing Barcelona this evening, and in all honesty, I can really see only a Bayern Munich win against Barcelona. I really can. I mean, obviously, watch Barcelona get a win against Bayern Munich now that I've said that, but Bayern Munich's just attacking play is absolutely incredible, and a 4-1 win over Leipzig was absolutely fantastic to watch as well. Bochum, a 3-1 defeat to Hertha. Not a good result for them as well. But I think Bochum fans, I think you just have to write this one off. And if I'm being totally honest, I can only really see Bayern Munich winning this one. I'm going 5-0 Munich. I really honestly can see Bayern Munich just beating Bochum, and I just think that it'll be a too comfortable win for Bayern Munich. I'm going 5-0 to the Bavarian champions. And now we have an interesting game between Mainz and Freiburg. 3 wins to Mainz and 2 wins to Freiburg. 1-0 win to Mainz. Yeah, well, Mainz have started the season really, really well. Another great victory. A 2-1 win over Hoffenheim, who Hoffenheim, to be fair, were flying as well. But this just, Mainz have got a togetherness of the squad. And obviously, I know Johnny's a Mainz fan. He'll be absolutely delighted with the way that they've started. It is only early days, though. But if they keep doing it, then, I've predicted them to be, sort of 15th, 14th this season. But I tell you something, Mainz continue the way they're playing. I think they're going to be potentially top 10 this season, the way that they are playing. And I know it is early on. But it is a big 3 points for them. Freiburg, 0-0. 0-0 draw with a 1-1 draw, with FC Köln as well. I had a feeling Freiburg might have won that game, but it just wasn't to be, unfortunately. This is a tricky one to predict because Freiburg were going well, Mainz are going really well. I'm going to give it to Mainz just. I think it'll be a very close game. I'm going to go 2-1 Mainz. I think Mainz will just sneak that one in the end. FC Köln against RB Leipzig. 2 wins to Leipzig, 2 wins to FC Köln and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-1 win to FC Köln. And another team that started the season really well. 1-1 draw with Freiburg for the FC Köln. And it was a very good draw for them as well. Anthony Modeste again posing an absolute threat and a half for FC Köln. But if you're a Leipzig fan, you must be very, very concerned. It's not been a good start to the season. You are playing Manchester City in the Champions League as well. It's not been a good start for Jesse Marsch. I think it's been a very difficult start for him. But the one thing I think Leipzig fans could take away from that game against Bayern Munich is we've probably seen one of the goals of the season. An absolute thunderbolt from Leimer. Absolute thunderbolt past Neuer. I mean, Neuer was not getting there any stretch of the imagination. Cracking strike. And I think Leipzig should bounce back. They should bounce back. Should is the word there. But I look at this Köln side, and I mean they are playing well. They're very, very good at home as well. This is a very tricky one to predict again because Leipzig's form has not been the best. They haven't started the season very well. But sooner now rather than later, I do think Leipzig will get back to form. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Leipzig. I think Leipzig will win that one. And now we have VFB Stuttgart against Bayer Leverkusen. 4 wins to Leverkusen and 1 draw. The last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. VFB Stuttgart getting a 1-1 away at Eintracht Frankfurt. And I know Frankfurt haven't started the season at all very, very well. Stuttgart are the same. I think a 1-1 draw. It was a good game. It was actually a very, very good game. Both sides had chances to win the game. It was just a case of Frankfurt missing more of theirs, and obviously Stuttgart punished them with a very late equaliser in that one as well. Bayer Leverkusen were involved in an absolute classic game between them and Borussia Dortmund. It finished 4-3 to Dortmund, but my goodness me, what a game and a half. Leverkusen took the lead, Dortmund equalised. Leverkusen took the lead again, Dortmund equalised. Leverkusen took the lead again, Dortmund equalised, and then Dortmund scored, I think it was a penalty from Erling Haaland, I think it was, to win the game. So I fully expect Bayer Leverkusen to bounce back. They've got a very good record against Stuttgart. I'm going to go 2-0 Leverkusen. I think Leverkusen will be too strong for VfB Stuttgart. And now a very interesting matchup. We have Borussia Dortmund against Union Berlin. 2 wins to Dortmund, 2 wins to Berlin and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-0 win to Dortmund. Dortmund, we've just said, a 4-3 win over Bayer Leverkusen. Topsy-turvy game, but they did manage to come out in the end. And, the attacking prowess of, obviously, Julian Brandt, Erling Haaland, of course, as well. Aguero, fantastic free kick, that one. It was a great free kick, that one. So Dortmund are playing well. They are playing well. Union Berlin, on the other hand, 0-0 with Augsburg. Bit of a surprising result, considering that the way that they have been playing quite recently as well. But you get the feeling with this Union Berlin side that they can actually pose a bit of an upset at Dortmund. However, Dortmund, they're doing really, really well. Marco Rose is getting his ideas across. Dortmund are actually at Besiktas, I think tonight, I think it is as well. So big games ahead of them. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Dortmund. I think Dortmund will just sneak through against Union Berlin. And that means there's only one game left, and it is Wolfsburg against the draw specialist Eintracht Frankfurt. 2 wins to Wolfsburg, 2 wins to Frankfurt and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-1 win to Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg, a very good 2-0 win over Greuther Fürth. Again, look, they're an absolute fire right now. They really, really are. They're playing very, very well at this moment in time, and they are playing, I think, Lille in the Champions League. I think it's either tonight or yesterday. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see how well they actually do in the Champions League. Look, I think Wolfsburg will do well in the Champions League. I really, really do. It's all about if they can continue this, league form, and the way that they're playing they've been fantastic. Eintracht Frankfurt, as I've said, draw specialists of this league, you'd have to say, but I do expect them to get wins eventually, but I don't see them getting anything off Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg have started the season really, really well. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Wolfsburg in that one. So just to clarify, these are my predictions for match week 5, and then we will see what the hat thinks. So I've gone Hertha 2, Greuther 0, Bielefeld 0, Hoffenheim 1, Augsburg 0, Mönchengladbach 2, Bayern 5, Bochum 0, Mainz 2, Freiburg 1, FC Köln 1, RB Leipzig 2, VFB Stuttgart 0, Bayer Leverkusen 2, Borussia Dortmund 2, Union Berlin 1, and Wolfsburg 2, Eintracht Frankfurt 0. So it is time for this little fella. That is the hat as well. So we will see what the hat thinks. So let me give it a good old shuffle. So Hertha Berlin versus Greuther Fürth. What is coming out here? An away win. Well, that would be something else, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely interesting if that happened. Away win. I mean, Greuther Fürth just they do need to get off the mark very soon, but I don't see them beating Hertha Berlin. Arminia Bielefeld versus Hoffenheim. Draw. I could see that. Could quite easily see that, actually. So what's he going to say? Augsburg, I guess. Mönchengladbach. Home win. Yeah, Augsburg did actually beat Borussia Mönchengladbach the last time, so could potentially happen. Interesting to see. Right, what does the hat predict? I mean, I've predicted a home banker for this game. Bayern Bochum. What's he going to go for? Draw. Wow. We will see. I don't know if he will get a draw for that, but we will see. Mainz against Freiburg. Home win for Mainz. That's the hat stinks. Excuse me. FC Köln against RB Leipzig. Away win. Yeah, I think that should be. Well, we'll see. That's Hattie is okay, actually. Doing okay at this one. VFB Stuttgart versus Bayer Leverkusen. Home win. I mean, Stuttgart haven't beaten Leverkusen in the last 5 meetings, so could be an interesting one. Could be a very interesting one. Borussia Dortmund versus Union Berlin. Away win. They can threaten it. That is for sure. And finally, we have Wolfsburg against Eintracht Frankfurt. Away win for Frankfurt. So very, very interesting. So just to clarify, the hat's gone for an unlikely away win for Greuther Fürth, a draw between Bielefeld and Hoffenheim, a home win for Augsburg against Borussia Mönchengladbach, a draw between Bayern Munich and Bochum, that would be very interesting, home win for Mainz against Freiburg, an away win for RB Leipzig at Köln, a home win for VFB Stuttgart against Bayer Leverkusen, an away win for Union Berlin at Borussia Dortmund, and an away win for Eintracht Frankfurt at Wolfsburg. So that is it for another match week. We've seen what I think. You've seen what the hat thinks. Now it's over to you. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Can you get 9 out of 9? We've had one close to doing it. We've had one that has had 8 out of 9. That was Lanzo in match week 3, I think it was as well. So we will see what happens. But until then, it's goodbye from me. If you do like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. And another match week of Bundesliga action is going to be very, very interesting. But until then, it is goodbye for now. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.